my name is Ada, your online therapist. Such a pleasure to have you all back. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. By the way, happy Labor Day. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Labor Day is a commemoration or a remembrance as a tribute to the contribution of American workers all over the states for their contribution towards the strength and unity of the nation. I'd like to say happy Labor Day to all workers, and please, please, please appreciate the person serving you, whether it's from your bank to McDonald's, the car wash, whoever you know. Every worker contributes to the economy. Yay! So guys, I want us to get into the topic of today. OMG, talking about jealousy. Yes. Jealousy is a very, very, very sensitive topic, but not so much sensitive that we cannot discuss it. But jealousy is a personal reflection. Yes, it's sensitive in the sense that jealousy puts criticism on you. How do I mean by putting criticism on the individual? Well, it's pretty simple. A jealous person is someone who feels that the attention of the one that they want is taken by another person. Therefore, they feel jealous about the other person. Here's the problem. They know nothing about the other person, or they imagine the worst about the other person in comparison. So guys, today's topic in jealousy puts comparison right in the spotlight. I know, Jonathan McReynolds, one of my favorite gospel artists, says, comparison kills. Well, here's the thing. It starts off with jealousy. By the time you're jealous, you're already done comparing. It's like done, concluded, wish out. Today, in class therapy, I'm going to be talking about jealousy, what it is, how it affects you, and how you affect others, okay? And how to deal with it. First of all, let's get the disclaimer out there. Jealousy is irrational. And if you remember my first video when I talked about rational and irrational emotions, you understand that irrational is when you are working against yourself. Okay? So jealousy is an irrational experience or feeling, however you deem it fit. The problem with jealousy, or let's talk about what makes jealousy good or bad. Starting with the good. Okay? Jealousy tells you that there's more. You want more. The problem is, do you want more of something good or more of something bad? Is your wanting good or is your wanting selfish? The one thing that does not coexist with jealousy is happiness. See why it's irrational? Remember what I said, rational thoughts are thoughts that are helpful and applicable to you. Irrational thoughts are thoughts that do not help you. This is my make do for the do class, okay? Make do with my props. Thank you very much. So guys, the one thing that cannot coexist with jealousy is happiness. So, would you rather jealousy or happiness? Yes, guys, you cannot be jealous and happy at the same time. So once you're jealous, it means that your happiness bucket has already been affected, emptied, or polluted. Now, remember what I said, you are responsible for your happiness, and nobody can, put my phone away, forget that distraction. Nobody can be responsible for your happiness except yourself, okay? The problem with jealousy is you are not conscious that you are being irrational because of the intense feeling it brings. What you can do about jealousy is to accept that you are jealous. Remember, every emotion must be acknowledged. Unacknowledged emotions tend to be repressed, and repressed emotions usually come up when they're not needed, or welcomed, or expected. Ever had an uninvited guest? Yes. Jealousy creeps up on you like an uninvited guest. Now, how you treat this uninvited guest says a lot about you. How many people throw a tantrum, run rampage an uninvited guest, and how many people are civil or even call security? Yes. You see, when you call security on jealousy, happiness is the security of jealousy. Now, does it mean that you will not suffer jealousy because you're happy? No. A security guard is needed when there's a security breach. Get what I mean? Yes. Happiness is when you tell yourself, because remember, jealousy is the partner to comparison. Once comparison has gone through your doors, jealousy is right behind it. So, happiness as a solution helps you understand the purpose of contentment. The point of contentment is, I have what I need for now. If I need more, then it does not mean I need to get angry at other people just because I don't have. Remember, you have to replace irrational thoughts with rational thoughts. You have to justify your irrational thoughts and ask yourself, why am I jealous? Say you're in a relationship. Right before I go into relationship woes with jealousy. Now, I'm going to talk about when you're jealous about somebody, probably she's prettier than you are, or he has more money. It happens. People, it happens. You've been jealous, I've been jealous, they've been jealous, we've been jealous. It's natural to us. Okay? The good thing about jealousy, it lets you know that, well, since you want more, it's time to work hard. It's time to improve your confidence. It's time to improve your skills to get more of what you want. When you're not jealous, it's a sign of contentment. Okay? So please use the force of jealousy for good. And that means do something about what you're jealous about by working on yourself. Jealousy, like I said in the beginning, is a reflection of yourself. It's a criticism on yourself. It has nothing to do with the person that might have triggered it. Remember, they're triggers. You have to be in control. When you're not in control of your triggers, hey, uninvited guests are going to ruin your party, and nobody's going to say, oh, it was an uninvited guest that ruined it. No, it was your lack of preparedness and your lack of conscious security alertness. Okay? You have to be alert to emotions that can crash your party. Awesome. So guys, let's get into what I would say. Well, according to Dr. Seth Meyers, clinical psychologist, he outlined 3 sources of jealousy. Yep. Everything has a source, guys, even happiness. My happiness stems from God. Look, you have to be content with yourself, church people, okay? It's not enough to just say God and expect him to whisk you away or wish some magical happiness. You have to find happiness in yourself. Find happiness in the things that make you happy. The things you like, okay? Never be feeling, not good enough in the midst of people. So guys, 3 sources of jealousy. 1 is obsessiveness, obsessive thinking. Obsessive thinking is when someone says something, you overthink it. Overthinking things, yes, that can create jealousy because you start to manufacture ideas and facts in your head and you run with it. Half of the time, remember, your thoughts create your emotions. So if you are triggering, if you are manufacturing negative and toxic thoughts regarding something that triggered you, you're bound to have negative emotions. In this situation, jealousy. Another source of jealousy is paranoia. Hello, anybody home? Listen, guys, paranoia is simply something that needs psychopathological therapy. Let's put it as long as those words. You need therapy. Paranoia is feeling someone's out to get you, someone's coming for you, they're talking about you, there's some group of people far, like 4 miles away, I know, some distance away from you, they're talking about you, like seriously. Even if they were, get over yourself. But really, paranoia isn't something to be taken lightly. especially in the extreme cases, okay, where we have what is called schizophrenia. Yes, that is the extreme spectrum of paranoia. Now, here's the thing about people who are paranoid. It doesn't mean that we are in the full spectrum. It doesn't mean that everything about a person they're paranoid about. Sometimes it's family dynamic. Sometimes it could be their first, second, third experience in a relationship that can make someone paranoid. Either way, it has to be treated. Otherwise, it'll always come up in your relationships, even with non-romantic partners. Once you sense someone pulling away, you start to get paranoid. Even before or while they're telling you no, once you notice signs, And I'm going to talk about when you have a history of being jealous versus when you just feel different about a current relationship or an old one, whichever the case. The third and almost the most common reason for jealousy is insecurity. Remember why I said happiness was the solution to jealousy? Yes. Being happy means you are content with yourself, you're happy with yourself, you appreciate yourself, you admire yourself, you love yourself. Hello. So guys, insecurity simply means personality complex. It's when you're like inferiority complex, or what we call it. Here's the thing about insecurity. No one can make you feel secure. You have to learn to love yourself. I've said this in my previous videos. You have to learn to live with what you have, learn to love what you have, and make it magical. Okay? Learn to find what works for you, works on you, works for you, and doesn't work for you. Live in your happiness, people. I cannot stress this enough. Stop stretching yourself thin, trying to fit into every hole. Hallelujah. Amen. Stop stretching yourself thin, trying to shake every hand. When you walk into a room, especially church folks, shake the person next to you. Walk around and shake somebody. Hello. I love the energy, but please, when you're done touching 5 hands, that's enough. Go sit down. Okay? If you follow this philosophy, you're definitely bound to follow it in every other aspect of your life. Just kidding. So guys, now that I've talked about 3 things or sources of jealousy, let me put a disclaimer. When you have what I call a history, it means you have these 3 sources, because this is how you acted in every relationship, whether, like I said, romantic or non-romantic. If this is how you are, if someone's told you that you have a history of jealousy, it's not the time to take offense. Remember what I said about jealousy? Jealousy is a personal criticism. It's a reflection on the self. It has nothing to do with what's going outside. Well, of course, it is triggered by what is going on outside. However, it's important, very important, to understand that when you feel jealous, it's a time to pause and reflect on what's going on inside. Understand the emotion. If you don't understand it, acknowledge that you feel funny. If you don't know if it's frustrated, disappointed, or belittled, or whatever you feel, you put a name to it. Say, I feel so and so. It's important to note this so that you know what situations, events, or environments that make you jealous, so that you know what they are telling you. Is it because you don't have it? Is it because the way you are treated, you would like to be treated? Usually jealousy says what you lack, you want. Not lack, but jealousy pinpoints to something you are wanting. So be careful with wanting what is not obtainable, which is where happiness comes in. All right. So guys, I'm going to end this topic. We can talk more about it. Let me know what situations you found yourself jealous, or when you had fights with friends, loved ones, family regarding being jealous. It's important to understand being jealous simply means you don't feel celebrated, and it usually starts with you not celebrating yourself enough. No one can make you happy. No one can be your better cheerleader than yourself. So, guys, until our next therapy class, remember happiness, because I'm happy. Yes, happiness is the solution for so many things. It's like a one size fits all medication, y'all. Okay? So, until my next video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, and I will see you next Tuesday for a fresh upcoming video.